Okay, in this episode we're going to go over creating forms for the website. So for example, I'm just going to make up a form and let's just call it sample form. Under type, you have two choices that we normally want to choose, either display form on website, which means that this form is meant to be put on a secondary page or some other page on the website, like an independent page or whatever, or display form during event RSVP. This one I believe should just, the form will be located on an event page. Most of the time, so we're going to use the display form on website. You can type in the description of the form. And the result page is where when the person is done submitting the form, this is where they will be taken to. So same page is probably the best choice, but in case you want them to go back to the home page, you can highlight index, or if you know it's for a certain type of event, then you can go back to the calendar or something. So here we have different options you can select. Obviously, you can choose whatever is sort of pertinent to your situation. This may be the most important one, is the email selection. So when someone completes a form, an email can be sent out to the person that's in charge of the form, and send them an email with the results. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, and then from there you can identify which person you want to be in charge of the form. So this isn't necessarily someone on that's a member of the site. It can just be anyone as long as they have a valid email address. So for example, I'll just put my email in there. Create. So here we have a blank form page. Sections allow you to post summaries or descriptions of what the form is, and if you notice, there's some basic text editing there. And then beyond that, we want to start adding form elements. So the form elements are actually the actual questions on the form. So this could be question 1, and you might have a subheading for question 1. What is your favorite ice cream? The attributes under the ATTR column, the attributes can either be none, required, or valid email address. Required means that they can't submit the form without having that checked. Valid email address means that their answer should be in the form of a valid email address. So let's go ahead and make this required. Then from here, you have a couple different options. Basically, choose whatever is fitting in your case. So if you want them to write some sort of text, the text field is a short, kind of like what we have over here for question 1, a short couple phrases type of answer. Text area is what we have over here in the description block. The drop-down menus, you've seen these before. It's just exactly what we have here in the type column. Check boxes. So for those questions that are maybe like check all that apply. The radio buttons, pretty much the same as the drop-down, only you get to see all the options at the same time. File upload and security input. So if you're really concerned that there's spammers out there harvesting information, or putting up false information on a random church website, then yeah, you could put the security input on there, but I'm guessing that's not going to be an issue. So let's just play around with some stuff, and let's say we use text area. Actually, let's choose drop-down menu since we've got The question is favorite ice cream. So I'm going to hit check. And then it's going to ask me for what answers to put in the drop-down menu. So next to the plus sign, you're going to add the different flavors of ice cream. So chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and let's say other. You can kind of preview what it looks like over here. And for each additional question you put in, you want to click on Add Form Element. So sample question, let's say that's a valid email. So when you hit valid email, a little text field appears, and they can put their email there. Question 3. This is just to give you an idea of what some of the form elements look like. Make that another required one. And let's see what the I'll show you what the radio buttons do. You can play around with this on your own. So from here, same idea, use the plus sign. I'm going to call answer 1 and answer 2. So this gives the user two options of either answer 1 or answer 2. Little arrow buttons on their operations move fields up and down. So if you want to use, if you want to reorganize things, you can use the arrows. Pencils to edit, trash can to delete. So we've got our form. So we can see our sample form here. And the one thing that you want to notice on the form page, or the form area, is this part, the slug. And this is going to be important for inserting a form in certain areas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go add a new page, add a test page, sample page, sample form. Now if I want to put the form into the onto this web page, then I need to use a little bit of special coding that the CMS has. And thankfully it's in my email, so I'm just going to copy it there and paste it. So form. Now instead of this form-slug, we're going to actually write down the name of the slug name of the form that we want, which is sample-form. So I'm going to type in sample-form, and let's just say this is under About Us, and I want to show the navigation, so I just click Show Navigation, and that should be good. I'm going to publish it. So now when I go to the website, I see sample page, sample form, and there is my form. So now people can put whatever they want in there and hit send. So when they submit the form, I checked the email box, so this will give me, that should be valid email. This will give me these answers, and that little ding means that I got the response back from the CMS. So that's pretty much it about forms. If you have any questions, you can post on the blog anything you need clearing up with. Otherwise, yeah, comments, questions.